Hello everyone, so I hope you're doing well. Now in this video we are going to start our new series about the calculus in chemistry, right? So this is a very basic coursework. Now we are going to start our coursework with the whole concept of analytical chemistry, the moles. Okay, now this is a very simple and very fun concept, right? So most of the people what they're trying to do is they are trying to memorize the equation and then they apply it to the calculations and all the problems. So it would be fine, but when it comes to the advanced chemistry, advanced analytical chemistry, advanced physical chemistry, especially in equilibrium, you may face some problems if you study or if you memorize the whole equation thing. So instead of memorizing the equation, what I would suggest is try to understand the concept, try to understand this meaning, right? You understand the meaning, then it doesn't matter how the question would ask from you, in which pattern or in which case, it doesn't matter. You can understand the concept, so you can turn around the question, you can unwrap the question in any way because you know the concept, right? Okay, let's do it. Now this moles, it's very similar to the concept of dozen, right? I mean, like, let's say you have 2 dozens of eggs. It means 24 eggs, right? 2 dozens mean 24 eggs. 1 dozen mean 12 eggs, right? 1 dozen mean 12 eggs. So the mole concept, these moles are very similar to this whole concept. The moles mean, the 1 moles mean 6.022 over 10 to the power, 10 to the power 23. This amount of anything, it can be stones, it can be sand, it can be eggs, but most preferably we use this particular scale to calculate or to get an idea about the atoms and molecules. When it comes to the concept, this dozen and the moles, both are very similar, both are the same, only difference is the value. 1 dozen means 12 of them, anything, dozen of eggs, dozen of ducks, dozen of stones, anything, number of 12. Here 1 moles mean same, anything but the number of 6.022 over 10 to the power 23. So don't be scared of this value, right? Try to get this concept. So if I ask you how much of atoms would be there in 0.5 moles, 0.5 moles means exactly half of the 1 moles, right? Exactly half of the 1 mole. So here we have the 1 moles. So to find out the amount in 0.5 moles, you have to divide it by 2. Okay, you have to divide by 2. Now based on this concept, right, based on this concept we can derive our equation. Yeah, let me derive our equation. Let me erase this one. Okay, here now the number of moles, it is equal to the number of atoms or molecules over 6.22 over 10 to the power 10 to the power 23, right? This is the equation that we can derive based on our definition, right? So again, try not to memorize the whole equation thing, always try to understand the theory, right? Always try to understand the concept, then it will be much more easier when it comes to the high level of calculations or advanced calculations, right? So for now you may seems okay, the equation seems very simple, if we can memorize it then we can do all the calculation stuff, but the problem may occur in your future if you try to follow advanced chemistry or advanced analytical chemistry, physical chemistry, like those stuff, right? So I highly recommend you to try to get this concept instead of just memorizing the equation. So we will try few questions, right? We will try a few questions to see how we can use this in our real time. So here we have how many hydrogen molecules would be in 0.5 moles. So here what we can do is, here we have the hydrogen. So they are asking for hydrogen molecules, right? So here this is the hydrogen molecule. So how many hydrogen molecules would be there in 0.5 moles? So if you try to get this concept, right? If you try to get this concept, we know what we know is, we know in 1 moles, there are 6.022 over 10 to the power 23 moles. Sorry, 6.022 over 10 to the power 23 amount of hydrogens in 1 moles. In 1 moles, as you can see, this concept we can apply to anything. Hydrogen, carbon dioxide, carbon, oxygen, eggs, stones, anything. 1 moles means this amount. So I can say 1 moles of hydrogen contains this amount of molecules. But we are not asking about 1 moles, right? We are asking about 0.5. So one amount is this one, so 0.5 moles, right? 0.5 moles means exactly half of it, or otherwise you can multiply this one over 0.5. So you can get 3.011 over 10 to the power minus 23. This is the amount that amount of hydrogen molecules in 0.5 moles. So I hope you get the idea, right? So we will move on to another advanced, little bit advanced, right? Little bit advanced question here. How many oxygen atoms would be in 0.75 moles of nitrogen pentoxide? So here we have the nitrogen pentoxide. So how many oxygen atoms? How many oxygen atom would be in 0.75 moles of nitrogen pentoxide? Here, what I know is, I know in 1 moles, there are 6.22 10 to the power 23 amount of anything. This is the concept that I know. So now first what I have to know, what I need to calculate is how many nitrogen, this amount, like these molecules are there in 0.75 moles. So you can try to reveal this based on your concept, right? For 1 moles this amount is there, so what you need to do is you need to have 0.7 moles. So in 0.7 moles you just need to multiply it. Or you can just add for the equation, right? Here you have the moles equals number of atoms or molecules over 6.022 over 10 to the power minus 23. So you need this one, you need the number of molecules, so you take this one over here. So just you have to multiply the number of moles by 6.2. The same thing I did here, right? It's just the same thing. The equation do the same exact thing as we do in our logical pathway, right? So here, now let me calculate this one. So we have the answer. Okay, I am in erase. Okay, we have the answer like 8.029. Okay, but, sorry, no, it's not right point. It's 4.516 over 10 to the power minus 10 to the power 23. This amount. Now don't get confused, right? So they are asking about the oxygen atoms, right? Oxygen atoms. Now there are 0.75 moles of N2O5 molecules. These are molecules, right? N2O5, nitrogen pentoxide molecules. There are 0.75 0.75 moles of nitrogen pentoxide molecules are there. So I know in 1 moles there are this amount. So in 0.75 moles there are this amount of molecules. These are molecules, right? This is molecules. I have calculated the amount of molecules in 0.75 moles. But they are not asking about the molecules. They are asking about the oxygen atoms. Oxygen atoms. Now look at this one. If you take one molecule of nitrogen pentoxide, you get 5 oxygens. Right? Okay. Don't get confused. If you get one molecule of nitrogen pentoxide, you can get 5 oxygens. Yeah. N2O5. There are 5 oxygens in one molecule. If you get 2, you can have 5 over 2, 10. If you get 10 molecules of nitrogen pentoxide, you can get 5 over 10, 50 atoms of oxygen. If you get 100, you can have 5 out of 100, 500 atoms of oxygen. If you get this amount of molecules, then what? Then number of oxygen atoms equals this amount, 10 to the power minus 23 over 5, right? 5. Because in one molecule there are 5 oxygen atoms. In one molecule there are 5 oxygen atoms. So we have this amount of molecules. So 5 over this amount, you get the total amount of oxygen atoms in this particular sample. So you multiply this particular value and you can get the specific answer. So this is how we do the particular calculations, right? So I always try to encourage my students to try to think logically. Okay, always try to logically solve these questions, then you will get adjust for it, right? You don't have to memorize this particular equation every time, because if you follow chemistry, if you follow science, there are tons of equations, so you can't memorize them all, right? So always try to get the idea, try to understand the concept, then it's much more easier. Even if you don't get the equation, right? I mean, if you can't recall the equation, if you get the idea, you can derive it on your own, right? You can derive it on your own. So I hope it's fine for you. If you have any doubts, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. I will try my best to answer those questions, and we will continue this discussion about we have a lot to talk about, like titrations, we have oxidation, reductions, and lot of things, right? We have a lot of things to talk about. So we will continue this discussion in our next video. So all the best for your exams, and don't forget to comment, like, and share.